I decided on a couple design features from the El Camino, like the V8 engine, the Chevy small block, and the wheelbase, which is the distance between the wheels, and the length of the car. And so I made the car be able to transform into that, and I made it into a rear-wheel drive from being a front-wheel drive.
Did you have any mechanical experience beforehand?
No, I didn't. So I learned as I went along. I had a lot of people teach me a lot of things. Yeah.
How much of it did you do yourself, and how many helpers did you have?
I did most of it by myself. The last 5 weeks of the build, I had a lot of help from two guys that are here, Tom and Ed. Yeah.
Right. And those are all the tools that you used in?
No, those are an homage to my first mentor on the car, Bill Cherry. Those were tools I used to borrow out of his toolbox.
Right. And where did you build it?
I built it in several places: Oakland, California, Scottsdale, Arizona, and in Sterling Heights, Michigan, right outside of Detroit. It's a unique object.
Yeah. Okay. And it's for sale?
I don't know. So the car, I kind of was thinking of a whole bunch of different kind of Cold War, like American and German experiences, and so this car, all the technology that makes it expand and contract and go up and down is really from the Lowrider world, and that's why I'm chromed it.
What was your agency?
Yeah, one of the things that happens in really all kinds of car shows, it's not just Lowrider shows. There are the people that own the cars. They usually get the credit for the car, even if they didn't do anything on it for the day. And then there's the builders of the cars, that are usually more in the background. And then there are the people who represent the cars, which are the models, who are really in the foreground. And so I thought that female models. And so I thought I had an opportunity, being a woman building it, that I could really bring all three of those things together: the builder, the owner, and the representative of the car. And so I started working out and just learning the different poses that the bikini models do for these shoots. And so then I started staging photographs of myself in the car to document different stages in the process, the different locations where the car had been. On it right now, but it's quite small, so I think it could go maybe 40 miles per tank.
How many miles to the gallon?
I'm going to make an assumption. I don't really know for sure, but I would say 6. The mirrors aren't on it right now, but I have mirrors, and there's turn signals, and they're all the things you would need for street legal. And then the reason it has such a small tank is I thought it'd be interesting to keep the original Trabant gas tank and then have the Chevrolet engine. So it's just, it has the big V8 engine, but so it's kind of a conflict in the capacity of what it can do. But so it goes, you can refill it at 40 miles and keep going. And then overnight it was gone, a whole way of life was gone. And so I wanted to do kind of a little memorial there. And the whole system changed. When the wall came down, they produced the Trabant, I think, until 1991 with the Volkswagen Polo engine, and then I think that happened in a lot of industrial areas in Eastern Europe. And so I just did that, and then I was thinking about the colors, and you'll see them over at each title is the name of the color of the bikini, like yellow, and then push-up arch, which would be one of the poses.
Was this something you saw in the movies, the El Camino?
When I was a little kid, when I was a kid,
Right.
Yeah, I think that my swim team coach had a El Camino.
You're who?
Swim team coach.
Oh, but you didn't grow up in East Germany then?
No, I grew up in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When did you get to East Germany?
In 2002, I had a fellowship at Academy Schloss Solitude. Let me get the hood prop. I'll show you. No, it's upstairs. Will you find it for me? It's right near the paper towels. So here's the Chevy small block, and so by doing this, you know, it has it's a rear-wheel drive, so I had to rebuild the whole firewall.
I'm a
it
cyclist.
means that the power is driven from the rear axle.
Oh, okay.
So you have a drive shaft that goes to the back of the car and transmits the energy from the engine to the...
Why did you choose to do that?
Because a Chevrolet El Camino was a rear-wheel drive,
oh, okay.
so it was one of the design elements that I wanted to...
Right. And the Chevy engine is obviously far superior to the Trabant engine? Is that
well, I mean, it depends what superior is.
Okay.
You know?
Well, how does it compare? Let's put it that way.
Well, it's very different. I mean, this is a 305 engine and it's 8 cylinders, and the Trabant was a 2-stroke, I mean, it's like a lawnmower. I mean, it's a small,
right, very
small engine where you had to mix the gas and the oil, so it's dirty in a different way. I mean, probably more fuel efficient in terms of consumption, but not in terms of exhaust.
Right. A real saloon car, huh?
You know what, I'm really getting nervous about this.
Right. Hold on, say that again.
So there's 6 batteries that power the whole all the hydraulics that power the transformation of the car. And so, yeah, this is a battery charger.
I'm going to regret this.
Great.
Not taking care of it. Like, see that? Well, every time she
Yeah.
And we need to tighten everything. That will make a big difference.
So,
what's the magazine?
Phantom. These are the tools that you already have.
Oh, I love this. It's my favorite.
It's a great portrait of her mentor as well. I mean, it's really with the Russian sickle and the Nadia Comaneci types of poses that she's taking. Isn't it perfect?